All right, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to this Q&A OT stream. Reason we're not doing a game tonight, I'm going to see Bruno Mars in a couple of hours. So, figure get a stream in there before I head over there to State Farm Stadium. Should be a fun concert, and we will take all your requests. You know the drill if you've been here before. $5, 5 minutes on the clock. I meant to say. Audio, video, ChatGPT, Sporkle Quiz. What if sports? Anything you want me to do, I will do it. Nick, man, for 2 years now, almost 2 years. Where is the time gone? You are not kidding on that one. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Let me spin the karaoke wheel as well. Let me spin the wheel, and then we will go from there. I appreciate you a ton, man. Thank you for being here all these years. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. We got a lot of news to talk about today. Arsenal moving on, and Real Madrid out. Houston Texans changing their... Oh, my God. Wow, okay. Never Gonna Give You Up is the half-off song. $25. You get Rickrolled. $25 you get Rickrolled. There's a lot to talk about today in the sports world. Here's the karaoke list of songs, and here we go. Let's do this thing. How's it going, Isaac? Appreciate you being here. Saw a turkey today. Oh, man. Yeah, I can't remember last time I saw a turkey. But yeah, that's a song list. $25 for Never Gonna Give You Up, a karaoke. Take any requests you want, audio, video, ChatGPT, Sporkle Quiz. So, Commanders with the alternate logo. I like it, even though it's not possible. Even though it is not physically possible to put the spear through the W like that, I like it. I do like the logo a lot. I think it should be the primary, honestly. The W is just very, very bland. If a game is maybe, I'm not sure yet. I think we'll do Champions League final. I'm not sure if it interferes with UFL, but we'll see. How's it going, Joe? Appreciate you tuning in. So Houston Texans changing their name back to Reliance Stadium for August, and I do have some exciting high point news with non-conference scheduling. I do have some really, really exciting news. Yeah, it should be the primary. I'm with you on that one. You say it takes again to the queue. In the end, Michael with the tour. Appreciate you, man. All right, so here's the news with High Point. Non-conference schedule. There's a lot. Does it for the UFL? Oh, perfect. Oh, yeah, the new kickoff time. Yes, I remember. I forgot you told me about that. Yes. So we should be able to do that. Should be able to do that. No issues. All right. High Point. No, they did not schedule UNC or Duke. So here's what's happening. High Point. How's it going, Friday? It's fine. Thoughts on the Commanders' uniforms? I have no problem with them. They're going back to pretty much the old style, which makes tons of sense. So I have no problem with them. I don't hate the alternate logo at all. I actually think it's pretty good. So here's what we know. Obviously, we know the Liberty game already. We know that one. Southern Utah's been confirmed. Oh, FOD hidden track in there too. Oh, all right, I like it. Right, they extended McGonigal for 8 years. I mean, they had to. It was the right move. Do it before the deadline or before the lockout potentially. Get it grandfathered in. I like that. Get it grandfathered in. He's a really good player. Oh, Creeper episode. Let's go. Kill him with a 20. Let's do it. Got some exciting news for High Point non-conference too. That is going to interest you. I will put it that way. It is going to interest you. So, Southern Utah is confirmed for, unfortunately, it's on a Thursday night. So it's during Thursday Night Football. So unfortunately, can't do that. I really want to do that game. I really want to do the High Point Southern Utah game. But Southern Utah is confirmed for, let's see a few of the filler episodes. All right, all good. Yeah, because yesterday was filler. The Treasure Island one was complete filler. That was not that good. What is afterwards? All right. Unfortunately, no high majors will answer the phone. We're trying to schedule high majors. No one's answering the phone. High Point wants to play Miami, Ohio, but they're trying to duck us. High Point is trying to get a game against Miami, Ohio. They're trying to duck us. But it is possible. So they might figure out something, but negotiations at a standstill with Miami. High Point will play a game against Wyoming. And here's the big one. I have no idea how we pulled this off. This is the big one. So we get Wyoming for a game. We're trying to schedule Miami. They know you're too good yet. Here's the big one. I don't know how on God's green earth we pulled this one off. High Point's homecoming game No, yep, Wyoming, yep. It's going to be in like we're going to play down in Daytona. It's going to be a invitational tournament kind of thing down in Daytona. I like the drumming on this. Yeah, Energy Sim, yep, I like it. Ryan Sim is just a better name. Whereas Wyoming, it's at Daytona. Wyoming game is at Daytona. It's one of those like in-season tournament things. But here's the big one. When I saw this from the insider, my jaw dropped. High Point's homecoming game. They are hosting Washington State. I have no clue how they pulled that off. How's it going, Dexy? I have no clue how they pulled that off. All right, FOD, here we go. With the hidden track. How's it going, Allie? But High Point is going to be hosting Wazoo. How we pulled that off, I have no clue. A Pac-12 team coming to the Quabain Center. Yeah, we got Wazoo at home. At High Points. How we pulled that off, I have no clue. But High Point against Wazoo at High Point. Oh, that's awesome, Dexy. Put on the grind in right away. It's pretty much like an acoustic version of like Basket Case. Yeah, it's like, excuse me, trip. Yep, Pack 2. Well, now it's going to be an actual conference. Melo should be suspended? I think it was an accident. I don't think it should be suspended. She got boys serious. That's it. Oh, that would have been fun. That would have been fun. Are you ready for the A10 move? Yep. So we get Wazoo at home. How's it going, David? We get Wyoming in a non-conference midseason tournament. We're trying to schedule Miami. We already have Liberty. We have Southern Utah. We got a Pac-12 team to come here. No, I didn't mean to hurt him. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Matthew with a fiver. All right. Kimbrel Hall of Fame. I'm going to say fiction. But he's close. But I'm going to say fiction. All right, now it picks up. Here we go. Tom Grossi invites clickbait as groomsman. And might as well, however, the invites get sent to the Brat Pack. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, crap. Oh, that's great. You know, I don't think, yeah, I suspend Melo for, you know, the whole driving thing. But if we're talking about just a BAM incident, no. Main closer, he gets 450. If he gets 450, he's in. They're going to destroy the way up. That was good. Doing the creeper and then the last string. That's plus the last 4. Oh, perfect. You know, crash leg. Sixers or Magic? I'm going Sixers. Yeah, Schwartz personal driver. I'm with you there. I am with you there. All right, let me put this in. What did Boob do this time? What did Boob do this time? Yeah, I'm not sure what the winning play. I'm sure Purton is going to be one of the groomsmen. I'm sure he'll be one of them. I don't know about the rest. I'm sure Purton will be one of them. Let's do Animalia episode 29. Do that here. Taking a guild trip. Here we go. Screenshots of the photo. Oh man, it's not the Talking Yanks account. At least it wasn't what Talking Yanks did today. So your quotes we download? No. A lot of these old heads do not know how to do that. But he's not even that old. That's the crazy part. He's not even that old. We finally see what the money looks like in this universe. It takes episode 29 to find out what the Mammalians look like. Right, Tree has never been. No, Tree's never been. What, Talking Yanks? Yeah, it's said I know is yeah. What did Jake do? They oh man. Just a really cringe reply for Jackie Robinson Day. Like extremely poor taste. Mike Trout tweeted out, grateful to wear 42 and honor his legacy on the field for Jackie Robinson Day. And then Talking Yanks decided to chime in. Right, Five got divorced. Grossi was married, then got divorced. Scooter's a newlywed. Yeah, he's been married, what, 3 years, I think, at this point? Yeah, Purter's been for a while. He's the only one with kids. Oh, no, Five's got kids. Five's got a kid. Right. Five and Perna have kids. So is HM comes to Denver? Well, the GM already said they're not going to trade HM. I did not see that, Joe. Someone got from a nap? Oh. Okay, why are there so many frogs here? Twitter account claims Dale Jr. is a billionaire. I don't think he is. Yeah, they take L's a lot, yes. They take a lot of L's. Yeah, that response was horrible, yep. Like, on Jackie Robinson Day, like, really? It was a holy nap, yes. Yeah, I've been Jackie Robinson Day, yep. It sucks that I can't do baseball today. It sucks that I can't do a game today because of the concert I'm going to. Otherwise, I would do a game for Jackie Robinson Day. It's one of my favorite days of the year for baseball. Yeah, HN's off the table, yep. Which is so, like, bizarre because you would think in a rebuild, because they're clearly rebuilding, you would think we have a really good running back. Let's trade him for something before he goes out of his prime. For this, we'll go 33, 35, and the 37, 40. All good. Doesn't know how concussions work. Oh, the Cam Scatterbo method. Right, no, he's not a billionaire, no. First 3 games on Prime and Peacock, that series being hidden. Unfortunately, I'm not surprised by that. Unfortunately, of all the series, I'm sure that one is like the least interest around that. Red Sox 195. Hey, finally they get a win. Springsteen and Phoenix, but just in Phoenix a couple weeks ago or a week ago for Easter. Makes sense. Yeah, I would go to Springsteen. I just don't know what his set list is gonna be like because it's always like up in the air with him. His set list is always like he's one of those artists like Dave Matthews, where it's like put on a good show, but you don't know if they're gonna play the hits or not. Makes sense, Keller. Yep. Marlins trying to beat the Braves. We will see for that rough loss yesterday. How's it going, Lexi? Appreciate tuning in. Oh, that's yeah. What if they were affected? Yeah, because they're not really affected in any of these. I wouldn't consider that filler. That's like a bit of plot point for every episode so far. Like Treasure Island was filler. The Treasure Island one, I don't know what that was. That was a weird one. That made no sense. That was the second worst episode behind the Allegra winning the competition. Oh, Goldfish. Oh, I love Goldfish. Man. So based on the drawings I've seen, you probably, yeah. Oh, wow, that one. Summer. So Alex's camera won the news. Mice go missing. It has to find her. That's filler. I'd say filler. You have actual photos? Oh. Let's say Gaga today? Oh. Loves Lady Gaga. Let me put on live chat. I'm not sure if the last one went through. They'll tell serious. Oh, filler. Yeah, perhaps we'll have her next Thursday and Friday. NFL draft will be our entertainment. Oh, hard out tonight? Oh, yeah. I don't know why they didn't go through. Yeah, I have to put on live chat. Hard out tonight, I would say 8 o'clock Eastern. Say 8 Eastern. Who listed a Rickroll unironically? Oh, wow. Maybe skew the results. I love Tyrannicus. Tyrannicus is so well written. Any info on Rossini? No, nothing new yet. Bruno playing a footprint? No, playing at State Farm. And Rick Ellis is really good. Rick Ellis Astley is really good. He's playing at State Farm Stadium. Otherwise, the hard out would be like, I wouldn't even have a hard out because I just walk down to the arena, but I got to go over to Glendale. Let's say a rehash of Tyrannicus trying to Vikakubu. Filler. Oh, yeah, that episode, that was, yeah. He sounds good on that one. I love when Seth MacFarlane sings. It's so good. Oh, Creepy taking Alex. Here we go. Oh, yes, I did. Woke off, yep. Got good seats. That's one of those shows you don't really need good seats for. It's one of those where... Like, I usually don't get great seats for concerts. Because I like being up, like, high, and I can just stand the whole time and not worry about people behind me. Close enough, yep. I do love a good Rickroll. So Creeper's line Alex here. We're a sci-fi? Oh, filler. Filler. For one of a 20-part series. I love the way Zoe and Tyrannicus interact in this one. And same guy's kind of said everywhere, yep. Unless you're like in the pit. It was the first to make the song famous for Rick Astley. Yep, that's how it worked. Rick rolled every March for the Red Wings. They let you down and desert you a lot. Same concept better than Arena. I would agree. I would agree. If the cards are whipping the guards. The Cardinals might be something. I mean, if the way Walker's playing, they might be something. Oh, sorry, somebody, yeah. I'd say filler. Oh, yeah, Darter Sandstorm. Yep, everyone trolls what's on the play. Yep. Have a video where your pun to the end was a play on a Rickroll? I think so. I forget what it was, but I've heard like 2,000 videos, so I don't know. Oh, yeah, I get you on that one, Keller. Yep. Get it done before the draft. Just got used to the cards being a bad team. Yep. Well, it's still normal. It's still early. The Padres, oh, that was a great Rickroll with Sweet Caroline. That was a great one. I remember that one. That was so well done. Live Nation lost the court case. Juricide's Monopoly. Oh, let's go. Let's go. I'd assume the finale is good. It's been building up to something. Oh, let's go. Yeah, all the ticket companies. SeatGeek's good. But all these other ticket companies can just... Should we do all the vids? Keep adding more. Yep. We should have vids come out the next 3 days. I think we're going back to back to back. Yeah, they didn't lay eggs against Detroit and San Fran to be tied with the Giants right now. Yeah, I love this division. I love the division we play in. I got a video on a draft from the 50s, a video on the draft from the 70s, and a video on the draft from the 90s the next 3 days. Oh, Yankees play New York after losses. I love to play the Liza Minnelli version after losses. I love that. New Trailblazers stock? I have not seen it yet. It shows a good finale. Yep, Good Place is like that. The Good Place finale is incredible. And this afternoon, they decided to break it up, but no Live Nation. They'll appeal. Yeah, hopefully they get broken up. Tyrannic is trying to apologize. This is amazing. The troll of the Yankees. Yes. Oh, that was great. Kim Possible was good, yeah. I love that, like, no one's accepting Tyrannicus' apology. Look at that as a real World Series Dodgers. I would think so, yeah. I would think. How well known is a story about the person in the 40s who didn't know he got drafted until the 90s? Yeah. Pretty well known. Pretty well known, unfortunately. There's one that's coming tomorrow that is not well known at all. I found it in a newspaper back in the 1950s. And bringing this story to light, like, I have a feeling this could become very well known. Like, there are certain, like this story is nuts. The one coming out tomorrow is certifiably insane. Wait, why is Alex trusting the Creeper with Livingston being a thief? This is a genius plan by the Creeper. This is a genius plan. Let's go to our email. All right, let's do it. Appreciate you. What one of the stories get famous because of me? I think Reggie Rucker to some extent. Like this one. This one's nuts. Jack Thompson, Hitler story. I mean, that was like a whole nother level. How the heck did that happen? But this is more... The Steelers screwed up big time. They tried to do the right thing and they screwed up big time. Oh, that's not AI. That's if Joe gives it to her. Mike Goldberg, to some extent, became more well-known because of me. It's Paradise will never be able to apologize to Kabubu after evicting him like twice. Yeah, some things in sports that should be more well-known they are. Yep. A part of me wishes I didn't cover it till I could riff on the 6-7. Yes. Oh, I get that. From the 50s? Yep, it's from the 50s. Yeah, what is he sorry for? Catch me first game of the day. Let's go. You can't do that. Yeah. The way they're written, I mean, the writing on this one's the best it's been. The comedy is like insane on this one. Yeah, I was so happy with the D-backs today. Del Castillo with the shot in the 10th. I mean, look, we went up. We have the hardest schedule in baseball. Winning percentage, strength of schedule, hardest in baseball. 9-game road trip in 9 days. 6-3. I will take that. I have perfect throw by McCarthy. Yep. Landeskog jersey getting shipped. Nice. 3 years, $69 million. Yes, that's good. We need more 50 stories. Yeah, they're always the best of footage as possible. Yeah, this one, like, I sort of have some footage because the player, where they literally cut Unice and Dawson. Yeah, this one's a story that you won't know about. This one's a story that is not known at all. Like this one's nuts. This one is, like, legitimately insane. Best filler episode? Ooh. I mean, I guess everything before the Creeper is filler. I mean, Tyrannovision was great. Yeah, video on the Rochester game for the 20 side, no footage. Yep. Yeah, this one I can find footage on because the player is that well known. Where the snow game never happened yet. Player thought he got drafted in Vietnam, actually drafted in the NFL. No, it's not that. That would be great, though. It's not that. The pre-major stories are so obscure no one knows about it. Yep. Yeah, it's one of those. Tandem, I like him. It's a good class. It's a good class if you need a safety. The Eagles-Rams game. Oh yeah, that was a crazy story. Cutting Unitas, Pascal Marino. I would say cutting Unitas. At least I get Pascal Marino because he was not good his senior year. I get that. You know, he's good. CC not welcome him raving, but did welcome the viewer's other pick. Yeah, already starting off on the wrong foot. Year is 2035. I've covered everything that's ever appeared in any newspaper sports section. Every video is a web. Click the car in the upper right corner. Just cornerception. Right cornerception. Yep, Texas go back to the old name. I like it. Reliant is better than Energy. Reliant just flows at the tongue better. This isn't really Livingston, is it? Hey, yep, the Creeper's gonna steal. Oh. Oh, that was so well done. Did you patch this now? Yeah, I think they do, yeah. Oh, that was so genius. Oh, the writing on this is incredible. It's unit proper Harrison Smith. Yep. They changed to Energy because it's the parent company. It's like the Jaguars changed from TIAA Bank to then Everbank again. Yeah, of course it was Sketch Breaker, of course. Could be potentially. It's all good. Oh no. Oh no, Tyrannicus is gonna get it. Oh no. They just have the creeper out. Oh no. Griffin the night off. Yeah, probably needs it. Heinz still better than Acrisure? Oh, easily. It's not even close. So Tyrannicus messed everything up accidentally. Stable server. I mean, anything named different crypto, yeah. This will be the best episode so far. He's not going to lay low. Creeper's not laying low. Alright, clock's at 0. 5x to Morgan soon at this point. Now, is survival schedule out today? Every team plays 2 games to the same venue, 1 team home and away. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Also, like an interesting scheduling thing, the UFL. I don't know if you guys saw this. This just broke like an hour ago. The game played in week 8. Orlando Storm against the Dallas Renegades. The game has been moved to Fort Hood. They're playing in front of the Fort Hood Army base, military base. They're moving it from Toyota Stadium in Frisco to Fort Hood. They're gonna play in front of servicemen. So that's gonna be fun. That'll be a great game. That's 2 teams that are 3-0 right now. So 3-0 against 3-0 taking place at a military base. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Yeah, that's cool. Yep. Just got announced. May 15th. May 15th. Zach will go to the game? Yes. Right, it's probably for right. It's got to be done for Hawaii because obviously the travel there is insane. So I figured it's going to be. It's going to be a sold out crowd. You figure. Free to go to if you have access to the base. Free to go to. So I'm assuming it's going to be a sold out crowd for what should be one of the best games of the season. So I'm excited for that. That's all the way in week 8. So we got a ways to go on that one, but that'll be a fun one to do. Let me know if there are people out in the game. Yep. May 15th. See, no, they don't do it on a Friday. They'll never do the release on a Friday. You figure May 12th, 13th, 14th, sometime around there. We're going to look for people to be involved, hence being alienated. Yeah, but they don't draw good crowds anyways. They drew like 5,000 for their last game. I mean, baseball did the same thing, putting on military base. They've done that for the naval carrier games for college basketball. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be really, really good. It's good publicity for the league. It's going to be a packed crowd. Very good game. And Fox does a good job of military appreciation. They always do that with the with NFL pregame was based Fort Hood down in Texas. Fort Hood. But yeah, schedule release, I'm banking on the 12th, 13th, 14th, sometime around there. It's also why I probably after I finish the semester. Yep, it always is like 2 weeks after the draft. Yeah, Renegades play in Frisco. Yep. They used to play at Choctaw. They used to play where the Rangers played, but they moved it this year to Frisco. Why not Friday? Friday is a bad day for TV. Friday is also, you miss out on the news cycle. If you're going to dump news, you dump news on a Friday because then people forget about it by Monday. But you announce it on Wednesday or Wednesday, Thursday, so that it's now the storyline for that night and then the next day. There you go, Summer. Yep. There you go, Summer. Draft and Summer schedule comes out. That's how I do my schedule predictions. Yep, I do the same thing. Bills are super on Dexter, but we use 26 for we don't pick till 91, right? That would be a problem. That would be a problem. Although Oliver and Lawrence on the interior would be nice. Would not be bad. Yes, their schedule release is probably like 12th, 13th, 14th. So that's also why I haven't done You Make the Call lately, because I don't know. With obviously playoff hockey and everything, where it's usually Wednesday or Thursday. Yep, it's usually, I would bet on the 13th. I would bet the 13th. But let's see what sets over there. I went with a fan with a 2. I appreciate you, man. I'm with you. I actually agree. I think Cohen yesterday was tone deaf. I think what Cohen said yesterday was tone deaf. I agree. If you guys did not see it, and one of the fans right on this one. He's 100% right. I don't know if you guys saw what Steve Cohen tweeted out. The owner of a team, I don't know if you saw that yesterday. This is so tone deaf. Last time I tried with the Vikings, won 14 games this season. I expect them to win half that. Oh no, I mean like predicting, not wins or losses. I mean predicting like where the schedule is going to be. Right, Renegades change names to the 49ers. I mean like predicting, okay, they play this team week 1, this team week 2. I do that. But like this is like, I just want to make this clear. This is not a fan account. He's right on this one. And one other friend is right on this. This is not a fan account. This is the owner of a team. After they've lost 7 straight. Link the tweet. I'll link it. After they lost their 7th straight game. Nobody likes to lose. But I saw some green shoots tonight. On offense, it's like between like Magic Johnson. Except like he's the owner of a team who is skinning the game. And the Mets suck. Lindor had 2 hits, including a home run. Bichette got a double, hitting it to left field, as opposed to Roosley being right field prone. Benji got a solid hit. Soto started his running progression today. Simeon hit a shot that might have been a home run on a warmer night. I love that one. That's my favorite part of this. Might have been a home run on a warmer night. One way of fancy way of saying he hit a fly ball that was an out. It's a fancy way of saying that. That's my favorite part of that. Might have been. How's it going, Kai? Appreciate you tuning in. I'm with you on that one, Dexter. Just get more picks. Yeah, on a deep, not great trip, but like deep draft. Yeah, I get it. That is so funny. Might have been a homer on a warmer night. It's just another way for saying it's a fly ball that was out. No, it didn't take long, Mr. Rivlet. Nope, the Pirates, Twins, and Cardinals are 3 of the best teams in baseball. Yeah, LA is already pretty warm. Yeah, LA is already pretty warm. Finally, Nolan McClain pitched an outstanding game going 7 innings. Hang in there, fans. We'll turn this around. A first inning, I saw some of the clips of it. It still is amazing that happened. Right, it was 68 degrees. Might have been a homer on a warmer night. That's the best part of that by far. I'm just curious to see the Simeon one. Was it even on the home run tracker? I don't know if it's on the home run tracker. Where have I heard it turn around before? Right there. That's where you've heard it before. Yeah, there you go, JP. Yep. broken clock and all that. Yeah, what was Zoni wrote that? I have no clue. But if you're wondering why I'm laughing at this so much, it's because 5 years ago, when the Jaguars were in the middle of a losing streak that was like 17, 18 games at that point, Urban Meyer put out this statement, hang in there with us, we're going to get better. And it did not get better. I mean, now it's better, but it was not because of Urban. It got a lot worse before it got better, including firing Urban Meyer. So that just reminded me so much of that. And it's like the hitting a home run on a warmer night. Yeah, the Jags did not get better. No, they did not. They most definitely did not. So, yeah. The Mets are kind of... Oh, go for it, MK. Yeah. You can say anything on here. You're good. You're good. But man, the Mets... Yeah, get to bear by fun. Yep. Yeah. No, yeah, James Robinson. Yep, there's James. There's Marvin Jones. He was good with us, at least. Trevor, of course. Joe Giles Harris, that's when you know. Like, it did not get better. This was not the roster to do it. I think that's Ngumbawale. I think it started in Ngumbawale. I mean, man. When I make that statement, I think it was after we lost to the Titans. It was like September 21. I think it was after we lost to the Titans. I remember him making that statement saying how tone deaf it was. I tweeted out how tone deaf it was at the time because it's like, you don't get it. Like, we've been losers our whole life. Like, you don't get it. Like, don't tell us to hang in there. Like, we know pain. NHL similar format? I don't think so. I would be very surprised. It's already going 84-game regular season, so I don't think I'm going to add on to that. Wood's got to base 31 times, only one run. That is insane. That doesn't seem possible. Are they that bad driving runs in? Yeah, I think Warmer is the best legalese I've ever heard. Yeah. I love also that you play in New York. The game was in LA. You play in New York. So what does that mean? It's not going to be a warm night like half the time in New York. So maybe maybe have your guys like not hit for power all the time and just hit for contact. Might have been a home run. This is the best part. How much? I'll do 5 for that one, Toasted. I'll go 5 on that one. I'll go 5. If you want to do 5, I'll do it. All right, where was the Grossi prompt? So I did put in the Grossi prompt. Here we go. Here we go. The Brat Pack crashes Grossi's wedding. I see you at the draft. Guys, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. If anyone sees you at the draft, by all means, say hi, get a photo, by all means. Just not while the Jags are on the clock, but... Friends, emergency surgery? Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, MKI. So sorry to hear that. Is there like a link that I can put in for that? Is there a link? Is the lawyer? Oh, okay. Yeah, is there like a GoFundMe link that I can put in the chat? So sorry to hear that, man. You know, emergency surgery, yeah, that sucks. Not only going to Houston, but I woke up in Atlanta the same weekend. Wow, that's going to be awesome. That's going to be awesome. I can't imagine how FIFA's going to price gouge you, but that's going to be awesome. Oh, the email? No, I did not. Oh, wait, hang on. I did not see the email. Forgot about that. Hang on. Hi, Out to Heroes concert. They posted this for the first text and the accompanying image. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Okay. The babies look identical. I love that. The babies look, like, completely identical. Welcome twin brothers at the age of 65, and the names are breaking the internet. I'm guessing they will never reveal the names. What do you think? I'll do it. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Sid. No leaks, no rumors, no warning. Clearly AI. And that is so AI, like, verbal, like, no this, and that. And then the M dash. Kelly with a 5, appreciate you, man. Summer Stoof to use the Feeblinator. I love it. I love it. The WAF Feeblinator, yes. John Elway and his wife have sent the reports to the sports world to emotional frenzy. For months, they've kept this private. Then on a peaceful morning, they shared a single photo. Was the names they chose? I'm guessing the names. They did not reveal any names, did they? Also, they're not even like the same. Like, they're clearly not. Like, this is a terrible job of like layering. Like, it's going through the. I don't know if you can see it. You guys can see this, but if I zoom in. Yeah, I saw that, David. Yeah, that's awesome. That's going to be very good publicity for the league. Like, the skin, it's going through. I haven't had a doof in a while. Think it turns out to the prom? Ooh. Like, the skin, it's going through. The textures are off on this. Which is great. Not a penny. All right. You'll add Stearns to it. You'll add Stearns to it. Get it free of charge. Also, that is... I don't think there's... They don't know how to do a watch. Because none of this is even, like... All these are, like, uneven. And what's to say? That's a great question. Like, the ticks are uneven on this. So... That's very much not a watch. Also, what's going on over here? Yeah, you were right on that one, Keller. Yeah, it was never. I thought Cohen was gonna. I thought they were gonna stay afloat and then spend money at the deadline, but I don't even know at this point. So her hands are like very, very long. That is not how a hand looks. Want to do the message? Oh, I'm gonna do it right now. But this is not how a hand looks. That is very much a long hand. The knuckles here. The hand is like this. It's like her hand's a giraffe. Right? They made students bad ones. Her hand is a giraffe on this. That's a normal hand. This is not. The Brat Pack graphic? I don't know. I think Johnster put it in. Yes, somebody better injures than this. Yep. Will we fire Vrabel? No. What Vrabel did was wrong, but it has nothing to do with his ability to coach. They're not going to fire Vrabel. No. He's off the hook. In terms of his coaching abilities. All right. Let's do the Rossini. I'll read it on the air. Because it's just so funny. If you haven't seen the letter, Toaster wanted me to read it on the air, so we're going to do just that. Dear Steven, please accept this letter as my resignation from The Athletic, effective immediately. I have come to this decision with deep sadness, but clarity about what is right for me, my family, and the work I've spent my career building. You and I have already publicly addressed the recent attacks on me, and I have nothing to add publicly to what we have said. Do I plan on going to a game? I'm not sure. So I don't live in Jacksonville. So hopefully at some point. If the schedule works out, we can do it. The schedule works out. But that's going to be tough. Playoff game probably. But other than that, it's going to be tough. I can't wait to see it. I do want to go to Orlando to see a game, though. Go to Disney, Orlando, do all that. They rented less than a dumpster fire. Oh, nice. Nice. I have covered the NFL with professionalism and dedication throughout my career. Oh, I don't think so, Toasted, on that one. I don't think so. And I can stand behind every story I've ever published. But if he does ask for it, I have no problem with it. Yeah, this is a resignation statement. Yep. When the page 6 item first appeared, The Athletic supported me unequivocally, expressed confidence in my work, and pride in my journalism. I also don't like, she's a journalist who doesn't use an Oxford comma. What are we doing here? Oxford comma. 1, 2, 3. Oxford comma. You're a journalist. You should do that. For that, I am grateful. In the days that followed, unfortunately, this is the best part. Like, she's blaming us for it. Commentators in various media have engaged in self-feeding speculation that is simply unmoored from the facts. Moreover, this media frenzy is hurtling forward without regard for the review process The Athletic is trying to complete. It continues to escalate, fueled by repeated leaks. I also think the space is off. I think she double spaced here. You are not the father yet. And we do a test. This was not ChatGPT. No, this was definitely not ChatGPT. We did a ChatGPT one, and it did not. We did a ChatGPT one, and it actually was better than this. Would you expect to go to the playoff game Orlando? No, I don't think that's going to happen. That wouldn't happen. They'd play at reduced capacity. The brief talks the A's and Rays have. That's a bit different because we still have the ability to host people. The thing is that those minor league ballparks, they don't have the space to host all the media and the cameras and all the broadcasts and whatnot, and the reporters. Like, the A's broadcast room is like a tent. Why is the NBA the only organization that bashes the players that came before them? I don't know, but it's not a good look. I never understand that, Hip Clip. I never understand. Good luck tonight with the game, by the way. Good luck with the Clips tonight. But I never understand that. Like, every other league praises the current generation while acknowledging the old one, and the NBA does not do that. Yeah, half of the media has not even talked about it yet. Though I think stuff is going to come out that'll make things interesting. Oh, that'd be awesome, 48 Waffles. That'd be awesome. A College Bowl stadium hosting a playoff game. I mean, we have that, too, with the Gator Bowl is played at... I've seen games where they set the temporary bleachers. Like, I remember the Gator Bowl was January 2nd. The Jaguars played January 1st. I've seen that. I have no interest in submitting to a public inquiry that has already caused far more damage than I am willing to accept. Yeah, she's putting the blame on everyone else for her, not the damage that her family. I also love this one. I love this. The damage that I'm willing to accept, not her family is willing to accept, that she's willing to accept. Oh, Sacramento chose over Salt Lake City. Stay in the state. That's why. To stay in the state. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, Toasted. Yep, absolutely. Rather than allowing this to continue, I've decided to step aside now before my current contract expires on June 30th. I do so not because I accept the narrative that has been constructed around this episode, but because I refuse to lend it further oxygen or to let it define me or my career. Again, no mention of the family. No mention of her husband in this. Over a career spanning more than 15 years in sports journalism, and NBC, ESPN, and The Athletic. So they're using the Oxford comma. So they didn't use it here, but used it here. I have built a body of work I am proud of. The jokes write themselves on that one. Yep, Titans up 5, Colts 2011. And the crazy part about that, too, was I was at those games, and like, it was weird because you would see the temporary bleachers being put up, but they weren't ready yet. So it looked very, very odd. Like, you just see the scaffolding, but it's not ready. I have broken stories, earned the trust of sources around the league, and have been guided by the highest standards of professional conduct. That record speaks for itself. Again, that's the only right thing she said. The record does speak for itself. You're right on that one. I remain grateful to The Athletic and for the extraordinary colleagues with whom I've worked there, for the platform you've provided, and for the support you showed me during this difficult time. I wish you nothing but continued success. I should also note that I do have a source that said the Rossini-McHenry fight from 10 years ago was legit. For the A's? Yep, for the A's, yeah. That's why. Stay in the state of California. Make it sting a bit less on the bleeding. Also, because it's tough to host a minor league team and a major league team. So the accommodations that Sacramento is providing is crazy compared to what most stadiums would do. But Baird and Oliva on the IL. About time Baird got put on the IL. About time, get the young blood in. About time on that one. But the Rossini-McHenry story was legit. So, yeah. Really professional conduct all those years. All right, let me get the ChatGPT, and I do have the Grossi one. I got to put the Summer Doof one in. The woman who sued Carnival for serving too much alcohol in one. I did not hear about that, but I buy it. I completely believe it. I've not heard, but bars have a responsibility because you're in a vulnerable state of mind. If you're drinking too much, you're not a competent person. If you're drinking too much, you're not in the right state of mind. So they have a responsibility to not overserve you. I believe that. I did not hear that it was Carnival. I did not know the story behind that. Did it just happen? Carnival alcohol lawsuit. $300,000 after she had a brain injury. Well, that's it? $300K is not a lot of money. That left her with a traumatic brain injury. Apparently, Diana and a different reporter, McHenry, were fighting over McVeigh. They both loved Sean McVeigh, and they got into a fight over it. 14 shots of tequila. Well, the legal team only requested $250,000. I thought it was going to be more than that. I thought it was going to be for a traumatic brain injury? Yeah, duty to exercise reasonable care. Yep. Yep, that's a classic tort. Probable, yep, that's a classic tort. There's elements to a tort, negligence, and it's foreseeable that if you serve someone 14 shots of tequila, 14 shots between 2:58 and 11:37. What time do I leave? 8 o'clock Eastern. How do you sell it? Yeah, it was 14 shots between, in like an 8.5 hour stretch. I mean, this is the same cruise that during the poop cruise, during the poop cruise, they serve booze. So, they don't exercise the best of judgment at times. You do have to make shots of tequila, yep. God. I mean, there is something to that. Yeah, Royal Caribbean had a lawsuit with that. Wait, on the Navigator... Wait, hang on. Wait, what? Oh my God. There was one that happened... Oh, is there... Oh, good. Yeah, Fiance got ring for the Vikings. I love that. There was one on Royal Caribbean a couple years ago where a person died and was served 33 drinks of alcohol. Yeah, 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, 4... I don't know what 14 would be. There was one with Royal Caribbean where, I mean, I don't know how, like, 33 beverages over, like, what time? I don't know, like, over the course of, like, if it was a 2-week cruise or was it, like, a 3-day cruise, but someone got served 33 alcoholic beverages. Watch me have the old uniforms. I love it. I do like the alternate uniform, even though it's, it just has to death at that point. Yep. Yeah, no, because you make money on alcohol sales. That's how cruises get you. They like the people, right? What length of time? They don't say what length of time, because that's a big difference. 33 over 1 day versus 33 over 2 weeks is very different. But I do like the alternate uniforms. And the Prowler, they're going to go back to that at 28. Tony Baselli loves the Prowler uniforms. He knows what the fans want. There's a reason they do it the maximum number of times there's allowed to. So, yeah, talk about a very dumb decision. Yep. Mandating it's $290 base fare for transfer rights on the World Cup. Let's go. Thank God on that. Thank God there's some logic instead of New Jersey being $100 and Boston being $80. Thank God there's at least some logic there. Should they let Ovi in early if he retires after the season? Well, the reason why you don't let guys in early is because they could come back. You want it to be enough time where they can't come back. Yeah, Padres are good. Well, problem is that also Mason Miller is just a beast. We did a Padres game last night. Mason Miller is just insane. I don't get how Mason Miller, he defies logic. He should win the Cy Young. If he keeps playing like this, he should win the Cy Young. Right? 1 day would straight up kill you. 2 weeks is like just over 2 drinks a day. Not ideal, but it's better. My guess is that since Navigator of the Seas, let me check. If I were to leave out of Los Angeles. Yep, some progress on the ref CBA. I told you, deadline's great action. They're going to get it done. Yeah, a cruise out of LA on Navigator is 7 nights. So that would be 33 drinks over 7 nights. And he died while on board, so it probably is less than that. So probably like 5 drinks a day. Like 5 drinks a day. That sucks. So who was with his son? Yeah, the guy on Royal Caribbean was with his son. Is he gonna phone me? Email me because it doesn't. Links don't go through on that. Links don't go through. So email me that, and I'll post in the chat. Yeah, if you email me, because links don't go through. That's a YouTube thing. Links don't go through unless I'm the one that posts them. But wow. Yeah, they'll get it done. Yeah, they'll get it done. Oh, wait a sec. Wait, it's even worse than that. Wait, hang on. It's even worse. It's even worse. On that Royal Caribbean one. Yeah, this is like surprisingly common. Like cruises getting sued for Negligence. Still sticking with. Yep, I'm still sticking with that. Yep, still sticking with it. I'm going Sixers and Clippers tonight. Win. What's the one thing I hope they do, and one they hope they avoid doing for the rivalry uniforms? Gold trim, but don't overdo it. I want a gold trim, but don't overdo it. Like, there's a middle ground between what we have right now, where it's just plain, there's no gold, it's bland, and the mustards. So that's what I want. Semifinals, give me Atletico, give me PSG. Yeah, it gets worse. So he boarded on December 13th. After the ship returned to port on December 16th. So this is 33, at least 33, at least, so it could be more than that. At least 33 alcoholic beverages. The ship came back on the 16th, so he probably died on the 15th. So he was served 33 alcoholic beverages in the span of 48 hours. Oh my God. That's like one every 90 minutes. No, I think I have a chance, but that's a drink every 90 minutes in 2 days, because the ship returns in the morning. The ship, you leave in the afternoon, you come back in the morning. So the ship returns on the 16th. So he probably died on the 15th, overnight on the 16th, and plus time sleeping. If we assume he sleeps, do they check ID? Yes. You have to give your cruise card. But if we assume on that one, let's say he was on the water for, we'll say 60 hours. We're going to assume he sleeps 8 hours a night. So 13th to the 14th, 13th to the 14th. What the heck? That was not, I didn't even click on that. What the heck happened there? Okay, I don't know what happened there. But that is, he was awake for 44 hours. On that boat. The blue Wahoos. I like the Wahoos. Yes, I do like that. Yeah, you have to do that. So, 44... Right, what size are out? I don't know. But at least 33 alcoholic beverages. Unlimited drinks package. 44 hours he was awake on that boat. And then we can take off... No, that's only for shopping. That's not for booze. My bad on that. I was going to say you can't shop while you're at port, but... If we assume that he was awake for 44 hours, top Stanley Cup, Stars, Avs, and Hurricanes are my top three. Yeah, I don't know what's crazier. 14 shots in 8 hours or 33 in 48 hours. So he had, if we do the math on this, one drink every 70 minutes. I don't know how that's possible. Wow. Yeah, that's where they make money on cruises. The cruise ships, they make money on alcohol, and they make money, like, that's the big way they do it. They make it on the alcohol. I said they do it perfect. All right. I will link that. If you want to help a guy's friend out. Yep, just got it. I'll link that here. You play him in Fort Hood? I love it. Oh. Wait, that is, I don't know why it's... Okay. I have to do like a tiny URL on this one. But I love it. I think, look, the Renegades don't get great attendance. So, kill two birds with one stone with this one. I love it. I think it's a phenomenal idea. It's great publicity for the league. You'll get a great audience, a great crowd for it. Because if you're on the base, it's free. So, I think it's going to be awesome. Well, I think it was a competitive series. I don't know. I think 05 was competitive. That was a sweep that was competitive, but 2000, no, I would not say it was competitive. Oh, 05, I would. Drink patterns on cruise should not be for like 15 drinks a day. Nope, there's no way going to drink that much in a day unless I want to be hungover the next day and I feel like doing anything, let alone drinking. Yeah, the thing with drink packages, and this is the thing with drink packages, is that you buy them for the stateroom. Will he go to the Fort Hood game? Yes, he will. You don't buy them for you buy them for the stateroom. So if you buy a room And that was the thing with when I went on a cruise a couple years ago with my friends, was I got my own room, they got their own room. I was like, I'm not sharing a room with you guys because you're going to get the drink package. And that means I have to pay for the drink package too. And obviously it would not be worth it at that point if I don't pay for it and you guys do, because now you're paying 1.5 times. So, what's currently the best sports state? I would say Denver right now. I would say Denver. Or Seattle. UFL in Tucson? Yeah, I could. I think Albuquerque would be more likely there, but. Nuggets Wolves go 7? I think 7, yeah. Every game's going to be a heart attack. Yep. Yeah, it's like absolute max for, yeah. Like it's crazy. Did I see the last one? Oh yeah, Boat, yeah, 4-3 RBI, he leads Spider in RBIs. Laureano and Merrill with 11, yeah. Yeah, seriously, you got Tatis, Machado, yep. All good on them, okay, yep. Well, I think Super Bowl 10 was the first truly classic game when the previous 10 were largely blowouts. Because you had a lot of Hall of Famers. You look at the rosters. The coaching staff, the rosters. How many Hall of Famers were on the Steelers and the Cowboys? Like, the quality was so good. The quality of the teams on both sides of the ball were great. I think that's part of it, too. The first 4 years, obviously, the first 2 years, it was AFL, NFL. The NFL was clearly superior. Super Bowl 3, Earl Morrall, backup quarterback, even though he was like an MVP, but obviously backup quarterback. Super Bowl 4, Joe Cap, kind of a flash in the pan. Super Bowl 5, the Blunder Bowl. And then 6, the Cowboys were very much superior. 7, Kilmer and no arm by that point. 8 and 9, the Vikings had a reputation at that point. The previous time, whether sucked or Sicko's Bowl. Yep. Yeah, Super Bowl 5 was Sicko Bowl. Think Clippers lose? I do not. I think they beat the Warriors and they beat the Suns. When were yellow and red cards first introduced? Ooh, good question. I'm going to guess 1950. But I have no clue. Yeah, 3 and 5 were Sicko, yep. If Super Bowl 5 would be greatest game material, Tree would have phenomenal things on that. I agree with you, Zed. I think 14 is the most underrated Super Bowl of all time. I think 14 is insanely underrated. For my money, 14 is one of the top Super Bowls ever played. I might put it top 10 all time. 13, I think, is a bit overrated. Obviously, the talent's great on that one. That was really when it became the marquee, like Black Sunday and everything. And that's what it became. Or Super Sunday. That's really what it became. Black Sunday was Super Bowl 10. But that's really what became Super Sunday. But for my money, 14 was the best one of the 70s. And I would even say I would take that one over every Super Bowl until 25. 23 was kind of sloppy until the end. I would probably take 14. Yeah, 30 was very underrated as well, yep. Oh, 66. Oh, wow, did I know that? Yeah, 9 was Sicko too, yeah. 2-0 at the half. But I would say, I don't know if it's a controversial opinion. Until we got to Super Bowl 25, 1 through 24, the best one was 14. Black Sunday was a movie. That's what happened. Black Sunday, what's the difference between that? Black Sunday, there was a movie that was filmed at Super Bowl 10 called Black Sunday about what happens if there's a terrorist organization that like attacks during the Super Bowl. And they filmed it at Super Bowl 10. That's why I said that. Yeah, 10 and 13 were both at the Orange Bowl. Both involved the Steelers against the Cowboys. So, but 10 was better than... I think 10 was better than 13. Thunder sweep 8 seed? Yes. If it's the Suns, the Clippers, I think will take one game. They're doing that 70s? Yep. Well, it didn't actually happen. I mean, there was a bomb threat at Super Bowl 3. There was a bomb threat that delayed... It didn't delay the game, but it delayed the entry into the stadium for Super Bowl 3. But there was an actual movie back around Super Bowl 10. I think in 2002, 1976. It was based on a book. It was based on... It's not a true story. It was based on a book. But I think I put the wrong link in. Because it didn't do the parentheses. So will X the best that ends in a 0? Yeah. 30 was good, but Neil O'Donnell just sucked. 50 wasn't bad. But yeah, I go 10 on that one. Air likely sweeps round 1. If the Celtics play the Sixers, I think that's a sweep. Thoughts on Energy being renamed to Reliance Stadium? I like it. I like it a lot. It flows off the tongue better. The 70s were a crazy time. Oh, yeah. 51 was overrated. The comeback was 10 on 10, but that's it. I've heard a few people say that. I've heard some people say 52 was better because there's more back and forth. I don't hate that. It's crazy that Real Madrid is not in there yet. Back to Reliance Stadium. Yep. Well, it's going to be, I think, Houston Stadium for the World Cup. And then it's going to be Reliance Stadium again back in August. Any of the power rankings? I've not seen the power rankings yet. I want to wait to see the rosters. Until we get the full rosters, I'm not going to look at any power rankings. Because I don't know who's coming in. Four runs and 1 inning. That's not good. Right, 20 was a blowout. 30, Neil O'Donnell. 40, refs. 50, okay until the fumble. 60. Yeah, not great. Yeah, 52 was nuts. 52 was just absurd. And then 53 was the exact opposite. 1,000 yards of offense. 53 was maybe like 100 yards of offense. Yeah, 14 was a great game. The McCutcheon trick play on the halfback pass. The Rams being huge underdogs, but somehow... After 3, they were winning and everything. I mean, it was crazy. That game was nuts. Relying on making sure the Texans don't make the Super Bowl every year. I like it. Or the Conference Championship. All right. Here we go. We got 2 ChatGPTs. When will countries start announcing the 60-man squad? Ooh. Usually, I would think after domestic play is done, so probably like mid-May. So it can be cleared of any wrongdoing. I'm not surprised the investigation's taking like 10 years at this point. They're trying to just rush around the rung as long as possible. Yeah, Ferragamo, yep. Ferragamo was fine that game. It wasn't anything crazy. He didn't throw the touchdown. The touchdown was thrown by Lawrence McCutcheon in the first quarter. Better World Series, 16 or 25? 25. Better Game 7 was 16, but Better World Series was 25. Yeah, Hecker was going to win MVP. I still think Gilmore should have won it. That was an offensive game. You got to give it to Gilmore for how well he played. And if you're going to give it to an offensive player, you can't give it to Edelman. He didn't score a touchdown. The touchdown was Michelle. The play that set up the touchdown, the biggest play was Gronk. Edelman did not deserve it that year. Late father-in-law was Super Bowl 42 is Phoenix security guard. Put Eli Manning in his place. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. While the NFL used Roman numerals, the reason for that is because otherwise no one knows what Super Bowl you're talking about. That's why. No one knows what Super Bowl you're talking about. If I say, give you an example. If I say, who won the 2024 Super Bowl? What would you say? When I fly to Pittsburgh, Wednesday. I leave here on Sunday night to go back to New York. The Heat of Fire Blue Alert, nice. If I say who won the 2024 Super Bowl, what would you say? I'll let you put a poll up. This is why they use Roman numerals. This is why they use it. Super Bowl 23 on the list? Yeah, no, that game would be, I would think like top three. Top three before Super Bowl 25. Right, from 1 to 24, I think 14 was the best. All right, I'm going to put a poll up. If I say who won the 2024 Super Bowl, what would people say? Because there's two right answers. That's why they use Roman numerals. Because there's two right answers. What happened? Diana Rossini resigned. The whole Mike Vrabel situation. Right, exactly. Roman numerals, they're the only reason that people know him at this point. Yeah, but you see, I'm going to close the poll here. 10 people voted. It's split down the middle. Because if I say 2024 Super Bowl, half of you said it was the team that won the Super Bowl that was played in 2024. And half of you said it was the team that won the Super Bowl during the 2024 season. So that's why. Your Japan looks good, yeah. That's why they use Roman numerals. That's actually a perfect case study of that. Like if I say who won the 2025 World Series, we would all say Dodgers. That's obvious. If I say who won the 2025 NBA Finals, we know Thunder. But much like NBA, the Super Bowl is the year it's played. Yeah, but like the regular season is played a different year. The Dolphins actually won the Super Bowl, yes. So that's why we do. That's why we use Roman numerals. Because otherwise, no one knows which one you're talking about. It's a problem too with conference championships. Like if I say the 2025 AFC Championship, you might think of one game, you might think of a different game. If I type in, I'm surprised the NFL hasn't fixed this. This is not what I mean here. Okay, but look, if I type in, where the answer would be both Chiefs, yep. I'm determined by the fall of the season, the NBA of the season, or the year of the playoffs, because the NBA is playing the bulk of the season during that. So NBA only plays like 2.5 months in one year, and then they'll play 6 months the other year. But during the NFL, they're going to play 4 months in one year, and then the playoffs is a completely different year. Yes, yeah, shortened means more upsets, yep. Yeah, like this, I put in 2025 AFC Championship. I don't know why AI thinks I'm talking about the Alliance Fast Pitch Championship Series. Like, good job, Google AI. Good job. Does my calendar say season year? Yeah. There was a whole controversy. Do you remember the Commanders put out their new logo? Remember when they did this and they got a lot of backlash for it? Because they put the year they won the Super Bowl. Like, they had to change their logo. Because they put it at... When I find that screen? Oh, it automatically updates. Yeah, automatically updates. Glance LED. But there was a whole thing when the Commanders put out their original logo. When they put out their alternate logo. They had 1983, 1988, 1992, but it was 82, 87, 91. They got it wrong. Highest rated game in history? World Series? Oh, Game 7. 1986. Game 7, 86. On a Monday night after a rainout. And the Giants were playing the same time. Yes, that's the first time 49ers. Yep, that's the first time. Right, 50 was different but also they weren't using the calendar year. 50 was just Super Bowl L looks stupid. There's no way to make an L look good. So I got that. They'll do the same thing for 100, I'm guessing. It's like, look, there's no way we can make an L look good. We can't say Super Bowl L. It can't look good, so... But they didn't use the calendar year at all. They just used a number. Too much hype and getting overrated. Ooh. I think Canada, to some extent, I've not been impressed with them the last 2 years. Even though they have an easy group. But like, if I type in 2025 AFC Championship, again, I don't know why it does the fast pitch thing, but the first thing that pops up is Patriots-Broncos. The second thing is Chiefs-Bills. So I'm surprised the NFL hasn't fixed that. Like, no one knows. Like, if I type in 2025 AFC Championship, I'll refresh again, just so you see. The first one, just a Wikipedia article of all the AFC Championships. The second one is this past one, the 2025 season. The next article is the one that took place in the calendar year 2025. And the next link shows this current playoffs. So that'd be Broncos Patriots. The link after that shows Chiefs Bills. The next link shows Pats Broncos. The next one shows Bills Chiefs. So it's like no one knows. Yeah, I've heard good things it could be, Jonathan, on that one. Right, refer by latter year instead of the year they start the season. Oh, yeah, that's easier. Yeah, that's a lot easier. What's wrong with C? You could do C. It's better than L. Just tough to make a one-letter logo look good. Best 7-game series? I would say 0-1. 91 was great, obviously. 91 was phenomenal. I would go 0-1. Better game, this AFC Championship or 53? This AFC Championship. Right, the group is doable. Yeah, the group is very doable. Like, the average ranking is like 42 on that. Right, last year started just going 2500. Yeah, most people do that. They know what you're talking about with that one. All right, so let's do 2 ChatGPTs. We start off with Summer. Yeah, Bosnia could, yeah. Summer making the Mets suck forever. Here we go. Summer busts into Doof Slayer wearing a Marlins jersey. Wow, Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz, I need your help. Wow. Oh, was it better? There's something about snow. There's something about Sicko Ball in the snow. Best AFC Championship in the 2010s. Ooh. Pats Ravens 1 was really good. Jaguars Patriots was a great game. Any dead ball players that could thrive in today's game? Any dead ball guys? I think yes, only because pitchers went a lot back then, so just having an innings eater is really good. It's hard to get innings eaters. I honestly would say Jaguars Patriots. But 2018, yeah. Yeah, Jaguars Patriots was a banger. Patriots Chiefs was also phenomenal. I think I'll go Pats Chiefs. Yeah, I go Pats Chiefs on best for the 2020s for AFC. Okay. Definitely not Chiefs Bills 1. The most recent Chiefs Bills is up there. The most recent Chiefs Bills. Obviously, I'm not talking the one during COVID. Chiefs Bengals was a good one. The OT game. Chiefs Ravens. This past one, obviously not. I would say the most recent Chiefs Bills. Yeah, 2000s is Pat's Colts. Not even close. Pat's Colts, not even close for 2000s. Appreciate you. Appreciate that one, Tom. Chiefs Bengals potentially best. Yep, I go with that one, or yeah, Chiefs Bengals or Chiefs Bills, the most recent one. I would go Chiefs Bills. Dane with the 5. Appreciate you a ton. Paulette's please tell the team. Yep. Yeah, thoughts on Twins being first. I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked. I don't think anyone saw it coming. The Twins are the best record in the AL. They took the series from the Red Sox. I don't know how. The bats been good. You know, Bucks can stay healthy. Those bats are good right now. We'll see if they spend money at the deadline. They're not going to because it's the poll ads, but. Chiefs Sounds were good. Yeah, Chiefs Sounds was surprisingly insane. Yeah. Best NFC championship of the 2020s. It's this most recent one. Yep. No recency bias. It's this recent one. Seahawks Niners was the best. Or not, wow. Seahawks Niners was best for the 2010s. 2000s, I would go Giants Packers. Best of the 2020s, it would definitely be Rams Seahawks. That was one of the best games I've ever seen. Honestly, Rams Seahawks is one of the greatest games I've ever seen. Yeah, the catch is if buckets. Where'd I get the LED board? Glance LED. I'll link the thing. Rams was good, but this one was one of the best games I've ever seen. Seahawks Rams was just. That was a game that I said at the time was the real Super Bowl. Like, it was that good. The best of all time is Seahawks Niners. But the best one of the 2020s is Seahawks Rams. 2000s, it is, for me, it's not even close. It's Giants Packers. You should be healthy all season? Yep. I'd be surprised. And you were there for it. Yep. And in the Super Bowl, which is incredible. What a moment. What a moment. All right, here we go. Customers or accomplice or emotionally loud baseball enthusiasts. Wow, I'm Summer, biggest Marlins fan ever. Wow. They're going 162-0, no doubt. Wow. No, it updates automatically. Yep. Updates automatically. United Seahawks in 2014. Yeah. Best player who played a foreign position was great at flawlessly played another position in the NFL. Ooh. So switched positions and was great at both. I mean, Don Hudson led the league in interceptions. Remember that? Don Hudson back in the 30s. He had a season where he led the league in picks. But obviously, he played that position great, but obviously, he's one of the best receivers of all time. I did not know that 49ers. Yeah, Gonzo's great. There's a reason he has his number retired. There's a reason why. Yeah, Giants Packers a great hate watch. Yep, Favre with the pick. Wolves for relegate? I think so, yeah. That seems statistically impossible. I appreciate the confidence. And the New York Mets are terrible. Wow. They're on an 8-game losing streak. Wow. It's beautiful. Wow. Starting from my favorite flavor of evil. Wow. Their GM David Stearns makes the worst moves. Wow. Their manager Carlos Mendoza is clueless. Wow. And their owner Steve Cohen is so stupid. Wow. I didn't have them winning, but I had it within one possession. I had the Giants in one possession. I thought it was going to be a close game. They've been over here since 97. Yep. Yeah, with Schalke, too. Stupid, clueless, wrong moves. Well, it's like they're doing the job for me. What do I even need to do? Wow, Simpson. I think Ty Simpson could surge for the draft. I think Ty Simpson has a chance because you want the 50-year option. Clippers see the Warriors? Yes. That is a great name. The New York Metropolitans. Yes, 49ers. Yep. Yes, he is. The New York Metropolitans. That is phenomenal. That is incredible. Just start calling them that from now on. The New York Metropolitans. I mean, the D-backs only have one Hall of Fame player that was playing for the team. That was Randy Johnson. They're a disaster. Wow. So I need you to build a feeblinator. Wow. One that gives these 3 people lifetime contracts. Wow. So the Mets stay bad forever. Wow. The New York Metropolitans. No, I think Cardinals. I don't think it's going to be Rams at this point. The feeblinator. I was saving that for my neighbor who replaced the accordion at 30 a.m., but this is better. Because how much I better? He's getting there. Give it one more year, I would say yes. But I would take Gonzo over Marte for now. Give me one more year. Marte plays at a high level for one more year. I think he overtakes him. He pulls a tarp. Behold, he locks incompetence into eternal employment. Fixture on that one, Rob. I think he's going to get off the hook. I tested it on myself. That's why I still run this place. Wow, this is amazing. Wow. All we have to do is aim it at Citi Field, pull the lever, and bam. Lifetime contracts. Wow, the Mets will never recover. Wow. This is the best day ever. Wow. A screen shows the Mets logo wobbling sadly. And now, the moment of mediocrity. Do it, do it, do it. Wow. Who I think was Steph's successor? Someone next year. I'm going to say Levitt. Will be the successor. The ASU turned to LSU quarterback. Calvin was incredible. Yeah. Calvin was incredible that year. Would Schilling be a Red Sox? Yes, he would be. Schilling, if he ever gets in, would be a Red Sox. You make a face like a little something? Yep. Wow, do it! He slams the lever. A beam fires across the sky. Wow, it worked! Wow, the Mets are doomed! Wow, forever bad! Wow! This might be my most petty invention yet, and I once built it to replace all lawn gnomes with slightly worse lawn gnomes than Atar. Wow, everything is perfect. Wow, Marlins 162-0. Wow. Mets forever terrible. Wow. Fact. No, as a neutral fan, yep. I know we're near Nakua levels. Just one question. What if the Mets somehow get better anyway? Wow, impossible. Wow. I give you my Metsinator. Best World Series for the 2010s? 2011. 2014 was great. I'm going 2011. 2016 obviously is a classic. I'm going 2011. A warning light blinks. Contracts apply to everyone. Wait, to everyone? Wow, what does that mean? Wow. It means I just give myself a lifetime contract to fail. Wow, that's still kind of funny though. Wow. Yeah, honestly, that tracks. Also, the Mets still suck. Wow. Rams taking Aller. I guess I'm taking a late round quarterback, yeah. If he falls to round 5. 11/16? Yes. Game 7 of 16 was phenomenal. But I think the best game I've ever seen in baseball was 2011 Game 6. So for me, I'm going to do 2011. So that's ridiculous from the 2010s. Yep. for Giants. Yep, and the Chiefs. And Taylor. 17 nights are a good series as a Mariners fan. No, only 17 would be good as a Mariners fan. I get 19 with the Astros losing, but I don't get 17. 17 Game 7 was not good. All right. Next up, the Brat Pack crashed Grossi's wedding. They accidentally get the invites. Here we go. Again, $5 some more gets to it at this point. Appreciate all the donations. Yeah, Trigger Rangers fans a ton. Yep. They got their revenge, though, 12 years later. They finally got a World Series. All right. Here we go. Welcome. Are you the content creators? I am the most important guest here, obviously. It was a good series until Game 7. Close enough. Right this way. They march in. The ceremony begins. Ooh, best of the 60s? I'll just go 1960. I'll go with Yankees Pirates. If only for Game 7. Dearly beloved. Why is this a Packers wedding? This is wrong. This is fundamentally wrong. You should be a Bears fan. I can fix this. Suns and Suns collapse did not surprise me in the slightest bit. Booker has not been good in the fourth quarter this year. This does not surprise me at all. Who invited him? I think the algorithm? Why isn't this Canadian? What does that even mean? Where's the maple syrup? Where's the apology? Where's the roast beef, Charlie Brown? Why isn't everyone saying sorry every 5 seconds? Samito, they're perfect. All right. I got you there. I got you. I got you. Appreciate you a ton. I got you on that one. I got you there. Okay, it was upset the Mets. Yep. We're going to continue. This isn't how a wedding's done in Canada. For once, I agree. He collapses into a puddle of sobbing. Excuse me? Excuse me? Officiant, I have a question. Why is no one looking at me? Because it's our wedding? No, that doesn't sound right. She walks down the aisle and stands between Tom and Maya. I think we should start over. With me. And better music. We're now at the buffet. Somehow we got through that. DW lifts the lid. Wait, what is this? It's a plant-based mushroom Wellington. That's not food. That's a dare. Where's the chicken nuggets? Where's the real food? Why is everything pretending to be something else? It's vegan. That's stupid. I love it what got Tom Grossi being vegan. I love that it somehow got that. ChatGPT somehow gets Tom Grossi being vegan. Back of the ceremony. If anyone objects, I object! Where's it going? Well, Grossi's vegan, so a bird flies away. I have prepared a presentation on why the Chicago Bears. Slide 1. The Packers are bad. Caillou's under a table. This would never happen in Canada. I am the bride now. She throws petals at herself. See you this weekend? I'll let you know on that. Conway W? Yeah, I mean a mushroom-based Wellington. Ugh. If this doesn't have cheese, it doesn't have a purpose. She flips the table. And they got that. And they got Tom's lactose intolerant. Jeez. There was mad because the star symbol. Yep. No active player with 2,500 hits. Yeah, Freeman's going to get there this year. Jets cancel meeting with Bailey. Ooh. Looks like Reese. Trying to be AB. Yep. Guest scatter. A vegan cupcake that achieves flight. DW's just throwing vegan cupcakes around. He tries to swap the wedding music with the Bears fight song. Bear down. Tom Grossi and Maya. Caillou sobs. Little Princess sits on the cake. I don't know why she's sitting on the cake. DW interrogates a tofu dish, having no idea what it is. The venue looks like a tornado passed through. Do I think they're surging? I already said I think Ty Simpson will go higher than people expect because of just the 30-year option. Yeah, I'm going to do that, Keller. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I have to check my flight on Sunday. That's the thing. Like, I'll let you know what's scheduled. I got to check the flight. I invited the wrong people. You think, Tom? The kids are now sitting on the wreckage. You know, you should still be a Bears fan. This wedding was bad and also not Canadian. I didn't get enough attention. The food was garbage. Worst wedding ever. I agree. In the distance, the actual invites arrive late, stare at the destruction, and slowly turn around. Beautiful. You're in a good cake. Yep. Oldest team in, I think the Reds, right? I think it's the Reds. The Red Legs, Red Stockings. I think it's the Reds on that one. Is in it. So, here's a schedule for the weekend. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll be good for some. Yeah. Yeah, I got to check my flight because I do want to do the Braves-Phillies game, but I got to check my flight back to New York when it leaves. Albuquerque's going to the ECHL? What? Why is Albuquerque going to the ECHL? I forget if I'm writing Delta or JetBlue. I think it's JetBlue. Confirmate. Nope. Oh, yeah, here it is. Oh, yeah. I can't do that. Okay, let me think about this. So, schedule for this weekend. Let's think. Tomorrow we're doing a Rangers game. We got 100 Jack for that. We're doing the Rangers game against the A's at 3:05 Eastern. Must be Eastern City. Yep. At least it's not the Cardinals being the NFC East. So we're doing Rangers A's at 3:05 Eastern, 8 Eastern, Louisville against Houston. Friday, go to the game on Friday. We won't do Dallas Columbus. We will do. All good. All good. Oh, do you have a Rangers game? Maybe. Depends on the timing. Because that game's at 3. It should be over by 5:30. And the next game starts at 8. So we should be able to do OT. But no promises there. Friday. Will they get started? I got to check the schedule on that one, Tanner. Probably nothing in the first round. But second round and beyond, we'll do that. So, yeah, that's not Friday's going to be a nightmare. Oh, man. Friday, I'm going to the D-backs game. We'll probably do a late night stream after that. I'll do a late night OT after that. And we'll do. I think Sale gets there. I do think Sale gets to 3K. I think Skeens will get there too. At the rate Skeens is going, he'll get there. Maybe Tanner on that one. Maybe on that one. Yeah, Friday we'll do Orioles against Guards. And then I'll hop off and we'll do OT after the D-backs game. So that's what we'll do. Friday we'll do Orioles Guardians. A bad game? I think so, yeah. Yeah, it's the best team against the worst team. Saturday, both UFL games. That's easy. Both UFL games. I'll do OT after the D-backs game. I'll just check, make sure the bar's not doing anything. I'll do OT after the D-backs game after I get back from that. So like a midnight OT. Sunday. Let me just double check really quick before I commit to anything. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. That's fine. Sunday we'll do. Going to D-backs. Oh, man. Sunday we'll do Braves Phils. And then I gotta hop off. So no OT on Sunday. Or just UFL games and late night OT Saturday? Yep. Yep. Friday we'll do. So Thursday we'll do baseball and UFL. Oh, Arsenal Man City? What time is that? Hang on. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes, we're going to do that. Yep. Arsenal Man City. Yep. We'll do that. Arsenal Man City on Sunday. Yep. Arsenal Man City. OT after that. Yeah, because then Braves Phillies would be. I can do that game and just then be done, if that makes sense. So, yeah, so I'll do OT on Sunday after Arsenal Man City. And then I'll hover the D-backs game. Get back. We'll do Braves Phillies. It's up in the air, but we'll do Braves Phillies. No OT after that because I got to catch a flight. My flight is at like 9:30, and the game starts at 4:20. So Braves take the lead already. All right. And then Monday, let me think about after that. Yeah, finally doing soccer. Yep. Premier League streaming. Yep. Figure why not. That Monday. Let me check Monday. So I haven't announced the hockey playoff schedule yet. You've also been good this year. Yeah, the product's been very good. Offensive line play's been a lot better. Running game's been a lot better. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's still somewhat reachable. It's tough, but it's reachable. Yeah, product's actually better this year. I'm going to hold off on what we're doing Monday, Tuesday, because I need to figure out the schedule for playoffs for NHL. We might do you make the call for that, but we'll figure that out. When I travel to Pittsburgh, Wednesday. So I'm flying back. I'm flying to there. So I'm flying from Phoenix to New York. Sunday night, overnight, red-eye to Monday. Then Monday, Tuesday. Oh, you're going there, Nick. I will be in New York. Wednesday, I'll be in Pittsburgh till Saturday or Sunday morning. Sunday morning, I fly back to New York. No stream Sunday because I have something to do on Sunday, which you'll find out when it happens. But it's good stuff. But Sunday, I will not be streaming on Sunday. But Monday and Tuesday, and I think Wednesday, I'll be in New York and we'll be streaming there. So what would that be? The 27th, 28th, 29th? Be streaming in New York 27th, 28th, 29th. And I'm back in Phoenix in the office on the 30th. So you'll see some guests on stream next week and the week after that. For a little bit at least. So yeah. That's the plan. That's the game plan. All right. On that note, I appreciate you guys a ton. Last call for anything. Otherwise, I'm going to... time's going on fact. Now they're in the drop zone, I'm going to say fact. All right, last call for anything. Otherwise, I'm going to go to the bathroom and then head on over to the stadium. Yep, he will return. He will return. Dr. George will return in Endgame. 5 and Tree? I know I'm meeting up with Tree. I am meeting up with Tree next week. So we'll see. No, they're not gonna be on my stream. No, that's not until... That's not in Pittsburgh. I'm going to stream when I'm in Pittsburgh. I'm not streaming Pittsburgh. New York will have some special guests on stream. So, appreciate you guys' time for tuning in. JG9 sent off. And I will see you guys tomorrow for a doubleheader. Rangers A's and the UFL game. That's a good idea, Tanner. That's a good one. 2 games, UFL at 8. Rangers A's at 3:05. New video dropping tomorrow as well. Going back to the 50s on this one. Should have uploads the next 3 days. So keep that in mind. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We should have uploads all 3 days. So take care. See you guys soon. And I will see you guys later. I don't think I'm doing an OT stream for the Bruno Mars concert. But if I feel up to it, we'll see. So we might do like a super late night stream. I doubt